Today we're looking at the Wyze Pan camera. I'm a big fan of the Wyze camera. You guys saw the review recently. I still can't believe the cost of this camera for the value that you get, and they have really outdone themselves for about $10 more over the original Wyze Cam, or Wyze Cam V2 actually, that I reviewed. You get 360-degree horizontal pan as well as 93-degree vertical range tilt. Wow, this is amazing. This camera for about $30 US is the price, $40 Canadian, is packed full of features. Night vision, two-way audio, 8x digital zoom, local storage, 14-day free cloud storage. Of course, the pan and tilt features as well. It will actually do motion tracking. How cool is that? Let's take a look. So again, same, the Wyze box style, no frills. Wyze Cam, picture of the camera on it, and it's clearly, it tells you it's 1080p, it's got high def, 120 angle, wide angle lens, quick rotation speed, and this thing is really, really quick. It is Wi-Fi based, and it wants to be in the 2.4 gigahertz range. It does night vision, it does, the microphone is really good, two-way audio, just a nice, well-made little product that does exactly what you think it's gonna do. So as we pull this open here, you can see these are again packed well on the interior box. They've got, everything is split out here. You've got two boxes, one that contains the camera itself, as well as one that contains the cords. Of course, we have the instructions and the quick start guide. This is going to tell you how to do this. It's honestly, you don't even need them, so just put it to the side. So the first little box, this is going to contain your USB power brick, right? So this thing is USB powered. You can power it off of like a Vocal Link or a Kugeek power bar with a USB included, or anything else that powers your USB. You could power it off your laptop, possibly off your monitors if you've got extra ports. And the other box, of course, contains the camera. This is, there's no rounded edges. There's not a ton of money that went into the design. It is minimalistic, to say the least. It is square, and it does the job. You can pull it out. You can see you've got a little camera mount here. So this isn't like the Wyze Cam V2 Cam where you've got that little magnetic mount on the bottom. This one, if you want to mount it on a wall, you may have to look at Amazon for a mount, but that's okay. And other than that, it is a square camera that does pan and tilt. So let's head over to the application and see a look at what this thing is like to set it up and go through some of the features. So again, I actually like the minimalistic style of the Wyze app. It's clear, you can understand what you need to do. You press the plus button. It's going to take you really quickly through the add-in process. It's going to say, hey, we take the plastic film off the camera first. Honestly, I would have missed this if this wasn't in the app. I will go ahead and say that. So we'll take that off. And then once we're done with that, we're going to say, okay, push the setup button, which we did, and we should be listening for that ready to connect.
Ready to connect.
So the next step here, we're going to be asked for the Wi-Fi settings, and it's going to spit us out a QR code, and we're simply going to point the camera at the QR code. So obviously, I'm blanking this out because you guys don't need to be on my network. Now you might have to kind of play around with the camera a bit to get this right, the image right, but once you do, you will hear the QR code scanned message, and you can tap, move on to the bottom of the screen.
Ready to connect. QR code scanned. Please wait.
So now we just wait until the settings are transferred over and we get that audible
setup completed.
And there we go. The setup has now been completed, right? So we can name our camera. So we will give it a descriptive name, something nice and creative like the Wyze Pan Cam, right? Make it really easy for us to be able to remember which one this is. And now you can see we've got a couple of cameras here. We've got the original Wyze Cam V2 and we've got the Pan Cam, right? So we've got both. So we just click on that top one and we'll be able to see, oh, look at that. There is a firmware update. They're great about making sure that the firmware is updated often on these devices. So I will not make you guys watch this. Little video magic, you can go through this at home if you want to, and eventually you will. So now let's take a quick tour around the app. You can see here, pretty good image quality. Right, it's able to really use that remote control at the bottom to be able to turn the right, turn the camera all the way around that 360 degrees. I can turn it all the way to the left. I can pan up if I want. I can pan down if I want, right? And it'll tell me exactly I've reached the end of that 93-degree span, right? Which is kind of cool, as I can go up and down, left, right. I can control that all manually if there's something in particular that I want to see. So I can also go in and I can turn on the motion tracking feature, for instance, which is available on the other Wyze cam. And as well, look at that. Now it's going to track me, and you can see the green square is around it. My hand moves. The camera is actually starting to track. Look at that. I'm trying to hide myself here. I can't hide. I can't run. Look at that. It keeps following me. No matter where I go, it tracks me. That's kind of cool. For $30, you get full tracking. You get the capability to be able to turn right, left, up, down, automated. You can have this track automatically and record onto your SD card. You're going to have to provide that yourself, so factor that into the cost. And other than that, it's just really, really quite amazing. The other thing that this camera does give you is it gives the ability to do night vision mode as well. So in the top right-hand corner there, you can turn it to off, auto, or you can flip that switch and flip it automatically into night mode or manually into night mode and get that grayscale, grainy image going there. So you can see even at night, you're still going to be able to see what's going on. So I'm sure I'm not the only one singing the praises of the Wyze cameras. The V2, the pen, tilt, I'm still stunned at the amount of tech that they've got in at the price point that they've got this at. This is almost throwaway money. If you've been looking for a camera and you can't choose, get this one while you try to decide. It's not that much money. If you're interested in picking one of these up, please check out the Amazon affiliates link. I've got that in the video details below. That would really help me to continue to produce this content for you guys. Questions, comments, you know what to do with them. Put them in the comments below. I will get to them as quickly as I possibly can. You know I'm good like that. Likes, always appreciated, as are shares. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? The button's right there. Click on the little bell if you want to get notifications. And if you want to learn how to make your house just a little bit smarter using Apple's HomeKit ecosystem, do me a favor, check out the video details below. There is a coupon code in there for my Udemy course. Thanks.